It's Friday, September 17th, coming up on an all-new View. Victoria Beckham's putting her star power behind Fashion Friday with her latest line of looks that the biggest names in Hollywood want to be in, and revealing why she banned skinny models from her Fashion Week show. Then, Sherry can't cook, so we're launching a new series to change all that. And the Food Network's Sunny Anderson is starting at the beginning with easy ways to whip up breakfast bounties that'll break her takeout habit. And people are in a panic about the growing nationwide bedbug infestation. So we're giving you a battle plan to keep them out of your bed. All that, hot topics and more, coming up on The View.
To The View. You know, normally we would have a little chit-chat, but Sherry is like over the top. She is over the top. So, Sherry, what's going on?
I have learned some stuff. My son, I took him out because I had to go get some shopping stuff done, and we took a train to the store, and Jeffrey had a complete meltdown in the store. He saw one of those sports games, and he was like, I want this sports, and he went crazy. And you know how they say if the child is acting up, you're supposed to remove them from the situation?
Yeah.
But when you take two trains and you need to get printer cables, I couldn't remove him.
No.
You know, so I had to kind of get a glazed look in my eye, and I know all the people behind me in line were kind of irritated because he's like, I want the game, and I was like, well, you're not gonna get the game, so you lay out on the floor. And look, I need a printer cable, and I need a... But it was so cute because he took a fight. I said, Jeffrey, you need to calm down. And he went, no, Mommy, you need to calm down, and you need to take time to think about, because you say mean things to me. You calm down.
Oh, no.
Good for him.
So how did you
good for him.
How'd you get over it?
I let him have it. He talked to his father on a pretend phone.
You let him have what?
I let him have his little tantrum, and I did my transaction, and we got on the train.
Did you get the game?
No, I didn't get the game.
Good job, Mama.
No.
Oh, yeah, there's a good lesson. Here's a lesson. Throw a fit, and here's a DS.
Because I think let your yes mean yes and your no mean no.
Yeah,
But I realized, though, he didn't, you know, he was tired, so you can't go out at certain times when they're tired. But that's the one thing. It's in New York, you don't have a car, so you can't go sit in the car.
Well, anywhere, like, you just gotta get stuff done.
Why? Because
no, you can't.
We don't play video games. We don't play video games at our house.
About it. He doesn't get the game.
So I'm saying we'll get another game somewhere else.
No, I don't like. You don't throw a fit and think I'm going to give in and give
before
you
he throws the fit, when he says I want it, say we'll get it somewhere else.
He said I want it. I said no.
Bribing your kid to go on errands?
No, but if you say no, that puts their back up. Maybe there's another way to handle it.
You have to sometimes say no.
Imagine saying no to your kids.
Well, no, I'm not just saying. I'm trying to find an alternative, but you two just
want to say no.
why do you have to have an alternative?
No, why do you have to have an alternative
when you say no?
The alternative is no tantrum.
I have 3 kids. No, I tried it. I mean, by the time I tried in all different languages. No.
How about Mommy can't afford it, or no, sweetheart? Give them guilt.
Why are you explaining all that? Why are you trying to put all the guilt? Why are you
trying to avoid a tantrum?
Because I said so.
You don't understand. There's no avoiding of the tantrums. When they want to have the tantrums, they're going to have the tantrums. Right. And even if you buy them the thing, they continue with the tantrums because because part of it is A, to see where you're at. Right. B, to see how much attention they can gather and see how nervous they can make you.
Right.
And C, sometimes it's just because they're in a funky mood.
Right.
I get like that. Sometimes you can't take me anywhere.
Whoopi, I said no.
I want the show! I want the show! Give me the show! Who's done it?
Whoopi.
Yes. Oh.
No.
Sit. Because we said so.
That's right.
Some woman told me, a Korean woman, she told me, she says to her son, people are watching you. You look really bad to everybody. And the kid stopped. Yeah.
Really?
Try that.
That doesn't work.
He don't
most
care.
Of the time. Kids, when they're in their thing, they don't care who's looking. You know. No, don't give the child guilt. He's what, 5?
5 years
Please. You know, at least 2 years before you start to guilt him. Please.
Guilt is good.
Let me tell you, a new poll of 2,000 moms and dads found that 30% of parents think playing with their children is boring.
Well, sure.
Well, it's a lot of work. You know, when you have to play with the kids, when you have to get down on the floor and you got to ask all the, why, mommy? Why, mommy? It gets boring, but you got to do the,
you know,
when
you spend your whole adult's life going through a master's degree, a PhD, and then it's nee-nee, nanny, noo-nee, nanny.
I actually think it's great and education. I love playing with kids, whether they're mine or anybody else. I think it's a blast. The only time is that
anybody else's aren't.
Oh, really? I think part of the problem is we don't really have the kids out playing by themselves with other kids anymore, so they look to the parents to play with them more.
Yeah. The other thing they've said is that parents now feel that they've got to do the computer games with the kids. And the kids don't want the parents to do the computer games. They want to do the computer games themselves. No. They want to sit down and play. Yeah,
the parents are pretending they don't want to play the games. They want to play the video games.
Have you ever played Tea Party for an hour with somebody else's little girl? That mess is boring.
Somebody else's little girl.
Playing the little tea thing and Mr. Imaginary person sitting there. How you doing? I'm fine.
But you know, have you ever seen our friend Mario Cantone? When well, he talks about how he hates children and how he has this glass table in his living room and the kids under the living room going peekaboo, and Mario says, it's a glass table, I can see you. Yes.
What is it about other kids that we like our own, but with other kids it's a little harder?
I don't remember ever playing any games with my parents. My father was a gambler. Be like, you want to shoot some craps, you know? That would be the game I would play with my father. But games with our parents. But it's different
because you were with your mother all the time. Now you have the feeling that, you know, you're with your mother when she's cooking with you. Now we have what's known as quality time. Right. And I went through this whole thing because I was working with quality time. And you know what? I don't think it exists. I think quality time are those moments, maybe just before the child goes to bed or something, where they might tell you something. I think to say from 6 to 7 is our quality time doesn't work.
But, you know, they did a study. I saw a study on TV where they took a bunch of moms who had their children and they were on their cell phone. And they showed that really, because we tend to multitask, we're not spending a lot of time with our kids.
Sure,
we think we are.
Extraordinary, see, because we didn't have any of this stuff.
No, but it's different
these cell phones and stuff. So I played with my kid because it kept her happy, and kept when she was happy, I was happy. So we would play crazy stuff. If her friends came over, they thought it was very fun that I could do a lot of people at a table. You know, that I could make believe I was a lot of people at the table, so that entertained them. So I think it's more how you decide you're going to have some fun. You have to make it fun for yourself, or they know that you're full of.
Sometimes
when you're playing Mouse House, we had, instead of a doll's house, we had little, little fake mouse, and we could
real
play
mice in our house.
Real mice in your house. But I loved Dollhouse, and now mine was a little girl. I could play for hours.
Right.
You know, my daughter's biggest complaint is that I was on the phone. That was her biggest complaint, and I said, look. My head was either on the phone or in the oven. Take your pick. Because it was so difficult to be alone with a child all day long. And I know parents out there would know that this is the truth.
It's true.
It is very difficult to be with a child all day long, alone. It's awful.
It's not awful. It is. It's not. I agree. If you don't see some kind of escape, I need an hour.
It's not like prison. You signed up for it. What are you talking about? It's like prison.
It's not easy.
I signed up for a lot of things, but it doesn't mean
every day. You don't feel like that every day.
No, but to be all day alone with a kid in a house.
Because you knew it was going to be the same thing the next day.
You're not supposed to
be. She committed suicide, and that's not why she committed suicide.
You're not supposed to be what? You're not supposed to be with a child alone all day. That is, listen, one of the things that every parent should do, single parent, double parent, doesn't matter, is you have to take some time for yourself. Yeah. It's absolutely imperative. Right. They sold us a line of Cucamonga.
Which is?
When they said, you know, if you don't spend that quality time with your child, then you're doing the child a disservice. No. If your child doesn't know that there are half hours where you're not going to be there, that's the disservice.
Well,
that's the disservice.
Listen, a lot of women today work and would rather work and have someone to take care of the children, even if the salary from the working took care of the nanny. But it is very... I know what you're talking about.
I couldn't be at home all the time.
It's very difficult.
I got a nanny.
I'm talking about women today. A lot of women, most of the women who work on our show. Almost all of our producers
you got child care, you got a nanny. So you can't do it. Move in with your mother.
Let's give a little salute to the mothers who are home.
Sure.
Because you can't always say you can't leave the child alone and say it's mommy's quality time.
Yes, you can. You have every
hand out of the...
You have to say...
Depends on their age.
No, it's not paying somebody. It's saying and making sure that your child understands that there are times when you cannot be there 100% of the time.
Or just play a long game of hide-and-go-seek where you count to 1,000,000 and they hide.
You just leave like good.
What?
Mommy, are you awake?
Oh, my gosh. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Whether you are sweeping, dusting, or mopping, we all know Swiffer is an important tool for keeping your house clean. And the people at Walmart have taken big steps to make the Swiffer shopping experience even better. Swiffer and Walmart have teamed up to redesign the Swiffer aisle to make it easier for you to find a better clean. Now that we've all found a better way to clean, our crew has time for other things. Our executive, Bill Getty, has had more time to get ready in the morning. Instead of just eating bagels for breakfast, our crew has had time to bake. Oh, thank you. And me, I've had time to go find a man. Now, the Swiffer Wet Jet is designed to give you a better clean than a mop and bucket with a scrubby strip, a dual nozzle sprayer, and a sturdy pole. It helps you break up and dissolve tough messes. And to be sure our audience checks out the new redesigned Swiffer aisle at your local Walmart, you're all getting a Swiffer Wet Jet starter kit and a Walmart gift card.
Executive producer, my partner, Bill Getty, is the biggest ham. He got all dressed up for 5 seconds. Bill, aren't you ashamed?
We'll be right back with Victoria Beckham.
Beckham is an international superstar, has been for years. She's a constant figure in the tabloids along her side of her husband, David Beckham, a cute man. And Hollywood's hottest stars are lining up to be seen in the looks from her latest fashion line. She is a fashion designer and a very successful one. Please welcome Victoria Beckham. Are you bored playing with them?
No, I wouldn't say I'm bored. I mean, I'm a bit fed up with having footballs kicked at me, because obviously they love soccer because of David.
Why not? Look at that
but I mean, it's hard. Being a mum is really tough, and you know, being a working mum is extra hard.
You know, the guilt to go along with everything else.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I want to, you know, a lot of people don't realize that you have a fashion career and that you design yourself.
Yes.
You know, that's actually that she really, and very successfully, and you were on the front page of Women's Wear Daily. Look at that. Oh, that's a big deal. So I remember a few years ago when we talked to you, you said, I might want to do fashion, but now you're in it full-fledged.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a real whirlwind. I'm in my 5th season and just showed my 5th collection during Fashion Week. And it was a huge success. I mean, the reviews were great. To be on the cover of WWD is such a big deal.
You designed these yourself?
I do. I absolutely do. I mean, with this dress that is on the cover here, it was me in my studio with 1.5 meters of parachute silk, draping it on myself and tying it in a knot and saying, OK, what do I think? And to look at where it started and then see it on the cover of WWD is... I mean, it's incredible. It really is a dream come true.
Well, you know, Victoria, I want to talk about your dog, Coco, because we always talk about Barbara's dog, who's very fashionable. Yes. Coco is also a fashionable dog. Now, I heard that Coco gets a pedicure. Is that true?
She does. She does. I mean...
Look at that! I love it.
You know, I mean, I think that, you know, the kids really have a lot of fun with Coco. And, yes, it is dog-friendly nail polish. Before we even go there, because I know that was an issue. You know,
there is special nail polish for dogs.
Absolutely, they absolutely do. Really is, yeah. Absolutely do. And, you know, she's a bulldog. She needs all the help she can get. So we try to feminise her a little bit, you know, make her feel sexy.
Sure, it seems like you need to have a girl, Victoria, because you have 3 boys and you're polishing Coco's nails. Are you, like, thinking you want a little girl?
I mean, I think, you know, one day, if we're lucky enough,
but... You have time between the two of you.
Well, Cruz just started kindergarten, right?
He did. So... He did, yeah.
That's
and they're getting so big. They're all getting so big.
Is it true that in your fashion show... together, cute little boys. Is it true that in your fashion show you've banished size 0 and that you'll only begin with size 6?
Ooh, well, nice. In actual fact...
That's a big deal if that's true.
Well, yeah, I mean, the tabloids actually said that I said that, and in actual fact, I didn't. However, it is something that I do agree with, and it's something that I take into consideration every season.
Aren't you a size 0?
I am... Yes, I am a size 0, but I mean, I'm healthy. I'm healthy, you know, I work out a lot, I eat healthily, I'm running around after 3 children. You know, and I take my position very, very seriously. I know people are looking at what I do, and for me, so long as the girls are healthy, aren't too young, and fit, you know, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want a really, really skinny model, no. So I do take that into consideration and take my position very seriously.
Well, it seems like everybody's, you know, you've caught everybody's eye because we've seen a lot of celebrities wearing your fashions. Demi Moore had your item on, and then we had Gwyneth Paltrow. Look at that. Gwyneth Paltrow, nice. Sarah Jessica Parker. Oh, I love it. Drew Barrymore had your dress on. Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox, love it. Eva Longoria.
Wow. I love that. That's fantastic.
Now, what do you feel like when you see, you know, somebody, a friend or a peer wearing one of your designs?
Well, I mean, I'm hugely flattered that you would call them peers for a start, but I'm so flattered when anybody wears one of the dresses, and when it's somebody that gets photographed and people compliment them on their appearance, that's hugely flattering, and the girls look great. I love to make women look great and feel great. That's what I want to do, and these women look fantastic. They really do. I'm proud.
Can I talk about your husband? I'm sorry, dear, go ahead.
Yes. I'm told you want to dress Michelle Obama.
I would love to. You know, I dressed Sarah Jessica Parker. I actually dressed Sarah Jessica Parker for an event at the White House, so I'm getting there. I'm in the door.
Good job.
That cute guy we just saw standing next to you, who looked sort of familiar. Yeah. So the last time, do you remember he was on with us and he had just been injured, not by us? How's he doing now? Is he going to get back to playing?
Yeah, he's doing really, really well. He played last weekend. He's got a game this weekend, and then another big game the following week after the New York Red Bulls. So he's very excited, and I've been looking after him, and he's recovered, feeling good, still looking fantastic. And it's good to have him home, you know, spending time with him and the boys. He's such a great dad. He really is.
How long have you been married?
We've been married 11 years.
Oh, wow.
And they really did say it wouldn't last.
They did. They did. I mean, he's great. He's a great husband, a fantastic dad. I mean, he really is a fantastic person. We're very lucky to have found each other. Yeah. He's a pain in the neck sometimes, don't get me wrong. I mean, he looks perfect, but...
You want to say more about it? Do you want to go? I'll save you.
No, he's amazing. He really is.
Well, what we want to do is to come back and show some of your actual fashions, OK?
Thank you.
So stay with us and we'll come right back and talk.
Victoria Beckham, who is about to show us some of the looks from her fall fashion line. So, Victoria, tell us first what sort of things we can expect from your line in terms of trend.
For me, colour is always very important. And so I've got some strong colours this season that's in the shops now. It's about texture, also a lot of drapery. And I just want to celebrate a woman's curves. Though you're right, I don't have that many myself. I want to try... I want to celebrate a woman's curves. I love a woman's body, and I want to make women look and feel fantastic.
Excellent. Well, we want to see what you have. So can you tell us about the first look as it comes out?
OK, so this first look...
I love the high neck. You don't always feel like you have to open up too much on the front. It's still so sexy.
Oh, yeah, I think it's leaving something to the imagination. Nice, you know, I love this emerald green. This is a stretched felt, and it's great. It feels comfortable. It almost has quite an oversized jumper feel.
That's great.
And this is our signature zip that we have that goes right down to the bottom, and you can really make this dress your own. You know, if you're wearing it during the day, you can have the zipper down. If you're wearing it in the evening and you want to feel a little bit more sexy, you can lift the zip up a little bit.
I love it.
And these are your shoes.
So we put the zipper on the front.
Absolutely. We did that with one of the dresses. We actually did with one of the dresses.
Again?
I don't think so. I was never really that good anyway.
What's the next one?
On our First Lady.
Well, this is the day version of the dress that Demi Moore wore, and this sapphire blue is a great, strong colour for fall. Yeah. This is one of my handbags that I've just launched, which is called the Victoria bag.
Wow.
And then if you can turn around...
You can get a lot in it without...
A lot!
Are these your shoes?
Well, these shoes, I designed them with one of my good friends, Brian Atwood, who is a shoe designer, and we designed them for this collection. But you know, talking about the bag, with us saying that we're all mums and you've got to have a lot in your, in your handbag. Yeah. There's a lot of space in this bag, so I wanted something that looked really chic, but was practical as well.
I love the bag.
Thank you.
Excellent. Love the structure detail.
Thank you.
Okay, tell us what's next.
I love this wool crepe. It's a great fabric for winter. It feels nice and cosy. Again, I love that oversized feel. So it's comfortable and it's warm, and yet it's still very chic.
That's beautiful.
This is gorgeous. The bag is yours too.
The bag is one of mine.
Again, you're showing colour.
Yeah, colour's important, I think.
That's a knockout. The colour is spectacular,
Thank
too.
you.
Perfect for right now.
And we have our signature grosgrain belt, which you can have that loose and oversized feel, but then it cinches you in at the waist, so you still feel very feminine.
Yes. That's a very easy dress.
Yes, you would look amazing in that.
Coming out.
Oh my gosh, this is beyond gorgeous.
What is this material?
This is a gloss raffia, and it's a very, it's a fun fabric.
And it doesn't wrinkle.
It doesn't wrinkle. It doesn't wrinkle. And using the fabric in two ways here, really getting that loose, draped feel on the top and structure on the bottom to make it super, super flattering.
This is absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
It is stunning. Look at her. That could be my favorite of all, Victoria. Well done. That is truly...
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't think you could top that one.
But this is the dress that Cameron Diaz wore to the Vanity Fair party this year at the Oscars, and it has a built-in corset.
I like that.
And what we've done...
with Spanx, I love it.
Built in, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've used both sides of the fabric with this dress because they really complement each other. Sure. Makes it extra special.
So now, Victoria, I love the styles. They look so great on the models. Yeah. Do you make these dresses for average women?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You do?
Yes.
I gotta pick one up.
I have to say,
They're beautiful.
these are absolutely knockout. You are such a talent. We love having you here.
Thank you.
They are. Hey, our thanks to Victoria Beckham. We adore her. Everyone in our audience, by the way, is going home with a bottle of Victoria's perfume signature for her. We'll be right back. Great job.
Okay, I never learned to cook, and since I moved into a new neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of takeout options, it's time to learn my way around the kitchen. So we're kicking off a new segment today called Cooking Sherry with the most important meal of the day, which is breakfast. So here to help me out, please welcome Food Network's Sunny Anderson.
Thank you.
Hey, Sunny. Okay, so I have to tell you, for the last 3 years, the only thing that I've cooked every single day for Jeffrey and I is oatmeal with mashed up bananas. Because I don't.
Oh, well, it's not bad.
Well, it's not bad, but I think he needs more like protein and some fruit. But I just don't know how to cook. And the dishes, I don't know what I'm doing in the kitchen. So I just really want you to help me.
Okay, well, this is what I do in Cooking for All. I break it down, I make it simple, okay?
Okay, that's
Anyone
what I
can do
want.
this. It's your kitchen, you're in charge.
Okay.
And breakfast is the best time of the day to kind of really fuel up your kid. If you're getting kind of hungry around 11 a.m., imagine Jeffrey. He's hungry too.
Okay.
So we're gonna put some good stuff into him. Does he like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
He loves peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
All right, cool. So we're gonna make
I do too.
PB&J pancakes.
Peanut butter and jelly pancakes?
All right. Yeah, it's very simple. So right here I've got my dry ingredients. I've got the flour, some sugar, a tablespoon of baking powder,
Okay, that's too much right
a little
there.
bit of salt. Very simple. Flour, sugar, salt, baking powder.
Baking powder,
Right?
okay.
Baking powder usually in a circular container, not the square.
Okay.
That's the baking soda.
Okay, got it.
All right?
Yes.
All right, so then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and crack this egg. You can crack an egg, right? You can do this.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Oh, one hand, one hand. All right, and now into that, I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of some cooking oil. Just helps it not stick so much to our griddle. And then this makes it the PB&J pancakes. The peanut butter is in the batter.
So you put the peanut butter in there.
Yes, about a half of a cup of peanut butter. Just zap it in the microwave so it's nice and melted.
Ooh, that looks good.
Girl, let me tell you, this is perfect for a weekend. Make a full dozen or so of them. Freeze them in the refrigerator or in the freezer.
Okay.
And then put them in the toaster 5 minutes on school day.
Does batter stuff freeze it?
Yeah, no, actually make the pancakes. You can have kind of like pancake making time with Jeffrey.
So don't pour the batter in the toaster.
No, no.
Okay, just, that's what I thought you meant.
Oh, we need work. We need work, right? We need work. All right, so you want to go ahead and stir that up?
Okay, stir it up.
Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm not doing that right?
It's a gentle kind of a fold. It's a gentle fold. We're working with flour here.
I thought that was my ex-husband. I'm sorry.
We're going to do that when we beat the eggs. We're going to do that when we beat the eggs.
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Take
Okay,
out your
so
aggression.
stir it gently.
Stir it gently, and then you're going to let this batter sit for about 5 minutes. It's like a quick bread. And then, hey, girl.
Hi, Whoopi.
Hey.
I don't have anything for you to steal quite yet.
We got some muffins. We got some muffins.
You got a muffin if you want the muffin.
Yeah, those are my Sunny morning muffins. Only
You can
2
take the
teaspoons
muffin.
of sugar in the whole batch.
But I'm going to make you some too, Whoopi, if you want to steal what I'm making. Okay, well, all right.
All right, so you stir this up. Hilarious. Give it up for Whoopi Goldberg, guys. I love that. So then, and now the key to flipping is you know that you're looking for the top to have bubbles on it, and then give it a nice flip.
So it has to have bubbles everywhere?
Bubbles
I want to be like
everywhere.
one of those people. Oops, okay. Like that, and you flip it up in the...
Okay. There you go, not bad.
All right.
Now, the way to make these uniform is you just always pull out something that can measure.
Okay,
So pull
like
out a
that.
half cup and just fill it up halfway and give it a nice pour right there onto
So
the
I
griddle.
just pour it like this?
Right into the center.
Okay, so
and
let's
look,
let
Jeffrey
those
loves
cook.
you. He doesn't mind if these are kind of oblong, odd shapes.
Okay.
At this point, freeze them, pop them into the toaster
got that.
oven.
Whoopi
They're
gonna
good to
steal
go.
all the stuff.
Now, this is your ex-man.
Okay, so let's beat this.
That's your ex-man. Beat him.
I feel like somebody at a restaurant. What do you want? Two eggs.
The secret to
my
fluffy
arthritis is kicking in, girl.
That's perfect,
Okay.
perfect. The secret to fluffy eggs, don't pour yet, is adding a little bit of water to your eggs. I got that from my granddad. It
Water?
creates steam when it cooks and it tries to escape from the eggs, and then it creates nice fluffy eggs for you.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got some butter. I'm just gonna go ahead and sous chef for you, Sherry, okay?
What's sous chef?
We're in Harlem. I'm your assistant chef right now.
All right, we're going to sous it up.
Jeffrey's getting ready to go to school. He says,
Yes.
Mommy, I want Sunny.
Sit down!
So,
I'm
woo.
Like that.
Right in.
Like
there
that?
you go. Yep, perfect.
Okay.
Now, the way to make this perfect is You see how the egg is starting to set around the edge there?
Okay.
You see how the egg is starting to set?
Yeah.
You just kind of give a tilt to your pan here.
Oh, I always just stirred it up quickly.
You can you can scramble. You can do that as well, but it's slow and low like barbecue to make a good egg.
Oh, okay.
Slow and low, so
Slow
really low heat and slow movement around the edge to let this completely fill the circle.
Okay.
Then after a few minutes, here we are.
Oh,
we can make
what the
this
eggs look like.
Yep, it's going to be cooked on the top. I've got some smoked mozzarella.
Ooh, that
if
looks
Jeffrey
good.
loves any kind of cheddar, Monterey Jack, he can do that. And then I've got a little bit of the savory from some bacon.
You know what I want to know? I like this for Jeffrey. I want to know about some muffins. That's what I like. The muffins look so good.
We can do that. These are mine.
To school.
I love these because they're good for the adults, good for the kids. These are my Sunny Morning Muffins.
Ooh,
you get the sweetness from the fresh fruit.
Okay.
So in here I've got some lemon zest.
Some more dry
A little bit of,
again?
these are the dry. Got to mix them into the wet. We've got cinnamon, nutmeg, flour, sugar, salt.
Okay.
Now you're going to whisk up the eggs and the banana.
Do it gently like
No,
this?
you can, that's
Okay,
your
beat it.
ex-husband. Yeah.
Okay. Look at that.
There you go. Now you can add that right in.
You got to wear a good support bra for this thing. Boobies. Okay. So I put it in here.
Right in there.
Okay.
I'm going to add in some strawberries.
Right.
Now to that, I'm going to add
Hope we go get breakfast.
some walnuts.
The whole plate.
Yeah.
The whole
Wait,
plate.
Whoopi, hold on. Let me syrup it for you. Hold on, baby.
She gonna syrup it.
Hold on. You got to have some of the blackberry syrup.
Put the blackberry syrup.
There you go, baby. Yeah.
Okay. Now, was I supposed to be doing that the right way?
I'm going to add some. Oh my God, Sherry.
It kind of got stuck. Oh, you got to put in milk.
You gotta
I was
add
like,
milk.
oh, it's not working right.
You got to add
Okay. Turn it around.
You know
Turn
what?
Around,
You're going to have to give me your address. I'm going to have to take the train to Harlem from Brooklyn. I'm going to come help you out in the kitchen, make you some muffins over the weekend.
Okay, so we have
But
stirred
see, this is very forgiving. Even when you make a mistake, you can work it out. This is your kitchen, everyone.
Okay.
She's in the
All
back
right,
there.
Sonny, I'm loving this.
eating
So we're
it all
putting this in the
myself.
oven, and you got to come and help me cook some more.
350 degrees, 30 minutes, and you got your
Thank
Sunny
you to
Morning muffins.
Sunny Anderson. Be sure to check out her show, Cooking for Real, weekdays on the Food Network. And for more information on these recipes, check out our website. When we come back, how to battle the bed bug infestation. Yeah. Okay, so we got to...
Bed bugs are back and forcing government officials and homeowners to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to kill the pests.
You tend to think of bed bugs as pests that live in hotel rooms, but public health officials say they're seeing them just about everywhere people go.
Bed bugs are back right across the country, and not just beneath the bed linen, but infesting entire buildings.
Yeah, there's a nationwide panic over bed bugs these days, and not just in the home, in department stores, movie theaters, maybe even daytime talk show studios. So we are finding out where they come from and how to fight back from research entomologist for Bedbug Central, Jeff White. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we need you because let's go to basics first. Sure. What are these little bed bugs? Why are they a problem all of a sudden?
Basically,
What's going on?
I have some here with me. So,
oh, convenient, thanks.
What we have here are bed bugs.
Okay.
They're about a 1/4 inch long, oval, flat, and reddish brown.
Oh, that one is moving.
Yes, they are moving.
Disgusting.
They're alive.
Okay.
They're ready to go. And they feed on blood. And so what they usually do is they usually live somewhere associated with the bed. Back of the headboard, under the box spring, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
And why they're making a comeback is we don't have the same pesticides that we had back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You could apply those in your house, and they might remain active for several months, maybe even several years.
Sure.
A lot of the pesticides today don't work quite that way. Also, a lack of public awareness. People not understanding this is a very real problem. It's not sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
No, it's a real deal. New York, #1, obviously, we're hearing a lot about it. Where else are these bed bugs hanging out?
We found them in a lot of different countries. We found them, you know, they've shown up in Europe and all over the world, and all 50 states are reporting problems. Even Alaska has shown a significant increase, and it doesn't get any more rural than Alaska.
Better watch out. Sarah Palin better watch out.
I knew it. I just knew the mention. In a bed bug segment, she brings in Sarah Palin. Anyway, you're bugging me. You're bugging me. I need a pesticide, all right. So they're in movie theaters, though. They're shopping stores, malls. They're pretty social. Where else?
Absolutely.
Literally anywhere. Planes?
What happens is people have a problem at home, and they end up taking them to wherever they're going on a purse or a backpack or whatever the case may be.
They live out like on a purse too.
What they do,
that's outside of a pocketbook.
That's how they get around. They're great hitchhikers, and so they hitch a ride on that. And people don't realize they have a problem at home, or they don't know how to prevent taking them to those locations.
Okay, so we obviously we have a bed here.
So what we have here.
So tell us us what to do.
Okay, so if you think, or you want to do a quick inspection of your home, what you want to do is you want to look at the back of the headboard and the sides of the headboard.
So you couldn't see them on here because it's
well,
brown.
No, they're going to hide. They're going to hide in cracks and crevices, but they're going to leave their fecal spotting behind, which, as disgusting as it is what they leave when they go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And the bugs themselves, and they'll be on the back of the headboard. And then what you'll do is you also want to check the bed itself.
Okay.
And so you want to flip the sheets up. And you're going to look at the ribbing on the mattress.
Okay, all the little crevices where they might hide.
They love seams and edges, and so they're going to be in these little cracks and crevices. But really, the number one area, though...
I thought it was a bug. I'm scared. I've been itching ever since I heard this segment was on.
I creep everybody out. I'm the creepiest guy in show business right now.
The main signs that you're looking, so you look in all these crevices, you see those dark spots that you just saw, right?
And the bugs themselves, usually.
And the bugs themselves.
Now, what you also want to look for, though, are bites in the morning. If you're waking up with bites in the morning, that's obviously a warning sign. But the number one area we find them is the bottom of the box spring.
Do the bites look like mosquito bites?
Everybody reacts differently, and so you never really know. And actually, some people don't react at all, but most people do react, and they tend to show up, yes, similar to mosquito bites on a lot of people, but they show up in rows.
So how do you know if they're not mosquito bites?
They tend to show up in rows and clusters of 3. And so if you're waking up with 3 bites on your arm or 3 bites on your neck,
that's a good tip.
Absolutely.
Oh
that's
my
very
gosh.
good.
Okay.
Yep.
Now they're using dogs now to find these bed bugs, correct?
Absolutely.
Any dogs, certain dogs.
Well, no, there's dogs that are trained. There they go. There's dogs that are trained to detect the live odor of bed bugs, and they go in and they scratch or sit where they think they detect bed bugs.
Can I train my dogs? No, seriously.
No, really,
absolutely.
can't you?
I don't know if you could take any dog. You want to find the right dog with the right nose to do it. But yes, you can have any dog can be trained. It doesn't need to be a beagle or any other type of dog.
What about kids? Can kids be trained?
That's another show. Another show.
There are also products that you can use, right, to prevent or treat.
Canines are very good, and these will a lot of these will help you do both. And so what we have here are climb-up insect interceptors, and what these are is there a little tray that goes under your leg of your bed or couch. And as the bugs travel to and from the bed, they get trapped in this outer well.
Oh, so you just put them under the,
absolutely.
bed
You put them right underneath here, and then the bugs get trapped in here, and you can see them.
So that's a good way to even find out if you have them.
Exactly. It's a good way to help with control and also help identify a problem early.
Do you have any sprays, like a deodorant maybe we could use?
No, seriously, like they were using off.
I mean, you could put off, and it might help, but there's no research really right now that says one way or another that's really going to help you that much.
Okay, what's this right here?
Okay, what we have here are protect a bed encasements. And what these are is they go around the mattress and box spring, and they both lock bugs in and keep bugs out. So if you're traveling, you're going on vacation, you do business travel, this is something you can put on your bed, and what this will do is it will make inspections much easier.
What do you mean? How do you do it?
So basically, this is a model of an actual mattress. Pretend this is a big-size mattress or box spring. And so it goes...
I thought you travel with this.
You travel with that.
Bugs be
they all go to that.
So you take this and you put it on the mattress.
And they get restricted to the outside. Now think of the bottom of a box spring. There's all these little holes and seams. This is much easier to inspect. And finding this problem earlier makes it much easier to treat as well.
So you recommend that if you go to a hotel or a bed bug and breakfast, do you put it on the mattress?
No, I don't, because that's going to be a lot of work. Not to mention it's their property, and if you do that, you may have issues there.
So this is really for your house.
It's really for your home.
When you find them, are you supposed to treat it yourself, or do you call somebody?
Basically, what you want to do is, if you can treat it on your own. We always recommend contact a knowledgeable professional. You can actually make this problem worse by trying to treat it on your own. Now, not everybody can afford this. This can be very expensive. A treatment could take $800 to $1,200 or more to get rid of these problems. So if you're going to do that, the pesticides you buy, you want to make sure you follow the label directions very carefully. They're there for your protection, and they're there so you don't hurt yourself with the pesticides.
Thank you so much. This is all great information. Jeff, hey, for more info about bed bugs and Bed Bug Central, just visit our website. We'll be right back.
I just wanted to reiterate that inside here it's a sheet. And it's a mattress cover. And what you do is you cover your whole mattress. You can get them also for your pillows, and because the problem isn't going to go away.
No.
It's not going to go away. So the best we can do is protect ourselves.
Why can't Homeland Security take care of this?
You know what? That's a good question to ponder. So in the meantime, take a little time to enjoy the view.